Shaw, and the first King James. What's going on? We love you, love you, love you. Thank you for tuning in. It is rolling out AM, you guys, so don't hold out. Share our show right now. Let a friend know that you are tuning in to Rolling Out AM with Keisha Green, Cass in the City, Romeo International, and our show.
The sun is shining, nice and bright. The birds are chirping,
and I'm ready to fly.
Time to get ready
for another day.
No one can stop us. We gon' learn to play. Every day we learn and play.
We do our best, so we'll be great.
You do your best,
and I do mine.
So let's get ready. Cause it's about that time. Good morning, you. Good morning, how do you do? Good morning, time to be great. Good morning, good morning,
your dance and play.
Good morning,
so start today.
Good morning, open your eyes. Good morning,
reach for the sky.
Good morning, 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 morning to you. Good morning, 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 how do you do? Good morning, 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 morning to you. Good morning, 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 how do you do?
Good morning.
You see me on my grind.
Woo, stars got to shine.
I'm a supernova.
Yeah, you see me taking over. Yeah,
I'm on the move. I got a way to try to. So let me hear you say, every day we gon' learn and play.
Hey. Okay, let's learn and play. It's Rolling Out AM today, baby. Wake up that way. We got it going on. We singing the morning song. It's Cash in the City, Keisha King, Romeo and National, and that's our song with A. Shaw, Getting the Glad. And of course, King James sitting there tight. What's happening, King James? You okay today?
Yeah, what's happening, man?
Yeah,
what's going on?
Appreciate you. Finally, I gave you a shout out. She was so beautiful. So beautiful.
Oh, yeah. It was a beautiful thing, man. She's angelic, both inwardly and outwardly. And she's been pumping out them hits for the last 3.5 decades. And she has another thing that's on fire. I mean, she may not have created that song, The Healing, for the pandemic, but the fact that she created it just before it dropped, the pandemic came ashore. It was just, that's nothing but divinely inspired. And so, shout out to our girl for that.
Shout out. It's a shout out. Shout out everybody today.
To Miss Watley, that is.
Shout out. It's a shout out.
Gotta give her respect for sure.
Good morning.
Shout out today. That sounds good. Shout out. Who you shouting out, Cass in the City? Shout somebody out.
Shout out to everybody tuning in this morning. Thank y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate you.
All right. Shout out. Who you shouting out, Keith Green?
We shouting out Facebook. We shouting out our YouTubers. We shouting out those that are sharing the show right now.
All right. Who you shouting out, Amir?
Oh man, I wanna shout out to people who have the conscience to wear a mask. All the mask wearers, man. Shout out to the people who care about others, who care about themselves. So people who wear masks, shout out, man. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, shout out to all the frontline workers. Shout out to all those who everybody has forgotten to still bring free lunch to because they're still in the pandemic. We shout out to all those teachers who are having to figure out how to educate our children before they go back to school. Shout out to all those people who are suffering during this whole month of Minority Mental Health Month and are suffering. You don't have to suffer. There are lots of help. We're going to show and share a few little tips on how to cope during this COVID, but shout out to you guys because Rolling Out AM loves you very much. All right, it is time for Cass in the City. Take it away, Cass. Bam.
Let's get into it. What'd you say, Romeo?
I was saying Barbara Fields from Facebook, Iris Baker, and Bettinius Miller, Regina Hard checking in.
Shout out to y'all.
Regina.
We got some exciting news. I'm super excited about this. Yesterday, Netflix Strong Black Lead announced that some classic Black shows are coming to Netflix over the next couple of months. From Moesha, The Game, Girlfriends, Sister Sister, The Parkers, Half and Half, One on One. So I'm looking forward to this. Some of these are some of my favorite shows. So I'm really excited to be able to see them on Netflix and not have to scramble and try to find them. But some of the actors came together and put together like a short little trailer to, let everybody know. And I thought it was really cute and fun because they kind of talked about their characters. And some of these shows are like 10, 20 years later, I believe. So super exciting.
That's like.
Yeah. So if we have that clip, we can play it now.
Joan, Tony, Maya, and Lynn. Go home, Roger.
Are you ready to play some football?
Mo to the E to the.
I am so excited
to announce
some really incredible, super exciting news.
One-on-one.
Half and half.
The Parkers.
Sister, sister.
Moesha.
The Game.
Girlfriends.
Is coming to Netflix.
I thought this was super cute. I love, seeing these actors, kind of take on their roles and, introduce this. So I'm super excited for that. I'm looking forward to it. Up next, we have some news. We're just speaking a little bit about coronavirus. We always want to keep you guys up to date. Actually, the New York Times recently just did a survey surrounding college campuses and how coronavirus is spreading. And they said that about 6,300 cases started on college campuses around the country. So this is very serious right now because school is about to start. A lot of kids are about to, start college, go back to college. So I don't really know what the plan is for some of these universities, but this is still very real. And when you're talking about dorms, when you're talking about classrooms and college campuses, it's a very scary thing. A lot of HBCUs are going back virtually. So this will be interesting to see. Up next, we have some big news from Oprah. Obviously, talk show queen has announced a new talk show that she's doing called The Oprah Conversation, which will air on Apple TV. It's actually starting today. So she said this is going to be real conversation. It's going to be about unity and bringing people together as opposed to, separating people and talking about differences. So looking forward to this. Oprah going to bring some interesting, diverse guests on. So definitely check this out on Apple TV. Up next, we have some birthdays today. Starting off with Tammy Rivera, who is 33 years old today, and Vivica Fox, who is 55 years old today. So shout out to them. Happy birthday to these queens. We love y'all. Sending everyone else.
We got balloons, yeah. The cake is on the way. We got the music playing, cause it's your holiday. Woo! We invited family, and everybody came. I strike a pose for me like you in a picture frame. And you got your finest clothes on, and $1 million smile. So we gon' celebrate you for a while. Yeah. And don't forget we got the candles when you away. Don't forget we got the candles. Happy birthday, gonna celebrate you for a while. Candles, blowing you away. Wait. Candles. Happy birthday, happy girl.
If you had up to have another year, put your hands up. Everybody, LA, happy birthday. Everybody in happy birthday. Happy birthday, Atlanta. Happy birthday, New York. Happy birthday, Albany. Happy birthday, Philly. All right, Keisha.
All right, let's get to my report. I have a couple things here. Let's see which one we have coming up first. I would like to talk about Dr. Dre actually responds to his wife's report for the divorce, and they actually says that he does have a prenup. So he's saying he doesn't mind paying her spousal support, but that he believes that the property should be covered in their prenup agreement. And I believe originally her attorney was stating to TMZ that they did not have a prenup agreement, but after 24 years, he's saying that he'll pay her spousal support. Their kids are adults, and that the property should be covered up under their prenuptial agreement. So I think everybody was thrown for a loop, because I think in the beginning we originally thought that there was no prenup agreement between the two of them.
No, she got to pack and get stepping.
What, Terry? So you trying to say that she wasn't with him shooting in the gym?
No, not at all.
He definitely wasn't making them beats.
24 years, that's a real long time. 24 years is a long time. But with that being said, we don't want this to happen to her. So we got a video that was going viral, was of a guy who actually said that the family had wrote him a bad check. And so since the check for the funeral was bad, he actually threw the body out of the casket, saying that it was a bad check. So we need her to make sure that she's good. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if we have that video.
No,
I think it was a prank, but it was a prank that really went wrong, and it was actually horrible. Oh, I don't think we have the video for it, but that was absolutely crazy. The people were going crazy. A lot of the people in the area didn't even know that it was like a prank or what have you, and he was throwing the body. I was just like super bugged out. And I think the next thing, did you see the video, Cass?
I did not. I cannot imagine what that's like.
He just like jumps out the car and he says, the check bounced, and he opens up the hearse and he like reaches in and grabs the body and throws it out the back, like as if he wants to be paid for his services, and that the family's check was no good. So listen here, we're gonna talk about what you guys think about this. So we have Barbie has launched a campaign trail showing young people how to vote, right? So I seen this the other day, and I just thought that during a time like this, I thought that this seemed really, really racist. I need you guys to go back and pull that picture up, because the actual candidate is a Black woman. So I guess in the times of now when Black Lives Matter, the candidate is a Black woman, and then the person who runs the tech is an Asian who runs the computer system. The Caucasian lady is the campaign manager. And I can't remember what the other, the mixed young lady is, or Hispanic. I just thought that this was really risky of Barbie.
Hey man, people, I get it. People are trying to, they like, so funny. And I think AR said this, that somebody in the company should know. I believe these companies just really, I'm starting to believe they just don't know. Like, I'm really starting to believe they just don't know. Like,
well, it's a lack of diversity in the rooms that are making decisions. So that's the issue. So you have people who want to have diversity when it comes to their presentation, but they don't have a diverse room. So if you don't have a diverse room, you're going to get missed messages. So yeah,
I just thought that was crazy, because somebody in the room said, okay, at a time as this, we're going to make the candidate Black. And then I just felt for the Asian woman to have the laptop and everything. I just thought that was really, really crazy.
They're working to be inclusive, and and sometimes they don't understand you can stereotype even in your attempt to be diverse.
Yeah,
but the thing is, I'm all for that. And you guys know I have the actual Barbie right here, which I think is amazing. It's diverse. It's a Barbie in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? But it comes in a few different nationalities, and it didn't just put one nationality into the bracket. And I think that's the problem that was done with the candidate Barbies, is that they're labeled, they all have titles, and then they have different nationalities for those titles. So I just thought that was risky for them.
Yeah, I think their diversity expert is probably Terry Crews. So that's what the problem is.
I think they're making efforts. I mean, I think the whole conversation is how to make a connection. Literally, everybody's working to get there. diversity, equity, and inclusion program going. I think Barbie's made a huge effort. So we just want to make sure that, you continue to help them, Keisha. I mean, they just reach out for them so that they can hear your voice, get an understanding, and talk about it. I think the discussion is good. Should we have a Barbie and should we actually be the president? I think obviously for our little girls, it gives us option. Cass, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, definitely needs to be a conversation starter. But it's good for young Black girls to be able to see a candidate for running for president for Barbie for sure. They can look up to.
Yeah, maybe you have it with your Michelle Obama book or journal as you read it to your daughter or niece. We're going on Spotify, and Michelle has her show, her new podcast on Spotify. Anybody listen to that yet?
I have
I'm
not
gonna listen
listened to
today.
it
They
yet.
actually sent the link, so I'm gonna listen today.
Okay, good.
Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning.
How are you all today?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Romeo already done start touching his body and everything.
That's my care.
All right, I don't have a day for my workout with you and Cass, so let's figure it out, ladies. Let's figure it out. We're waiting so that we can do Rolling Out AM, our entire show outside. Same nature, particularly before it gets cold for some of us who live in the Midwest. And
Cass, we're on the spot. I gotta take a deep breath when this happens.
We'll get it together. It's gonna be good.
No,
It's gonna
I'm
be
digging
good.
the hair. I'm digging the fro. So got it going.
For real, Angela Davis inspired. There's a lot going on. I want to represent that I'm feeling very proud of who we are, what I am. So yes.
Love it.
Well, love and light to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. As this allergy season is kicking up, a lot of people are sneezing and coughing right now, and everybody's corona paranoid. How do you guys feel when that happens around you? What do you do?
It is a little fearful, Miss D. I like to call you the D because you're from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? My adopted town, but it is a little bit just unnerving because the fact that every time you start sneezing or every time you get up in the morning, you're stuffed up. You're like, oh my God, I got COVID, or do I got COVID? So yeah, this is these are unique times. So anybody who has any kind of symptoms of anything, start to think that they have the COVID. So we need you to calm it down with some good breathing today. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing that. Like, lots of people are COVID scared and paranoid. Sometimes it's me. The elevator in my building says only 2 people can get in the elevator, but sometimes 3 or 4, and they don't have on a mask. So
I checked somebody, Carrie.
Yeah.
I was on the elevator, and it was 2 people in the corner, and I was in the corner, and this guy was about to get on, no mask, and he was like, "Hey." He said it jokingly, like, "Hey, you guys don't mind if I get on?" And I just and all the white people were just like, "Sure." I looked at the dude like, "Bro, if you get on this elevator right now, I'm really gonna bust you dead in your throat." Like, that's what I'm
Listen.
So he stepped off the elevator, and when the elevator door closed, the young lady of another nationality was like, "Thank you for doing that." I was like, "Well, why didn't y'all say nothing? Like, don't put it on the black."
People are scared of all.
People don't want to be. People don't want to be getting into no fights over COVID.
Like literally
mask
night.
But that's what's happening. That's what's happening, Cass. A lot of people
No,
are
it
fighting
definitely
in grocery
is.
stores, in parking lots, in the streets. I mean, it's going crazy out here. Folks ain't playing about this COVID, and a lot of people are taking it seriously, but it's a little late. Shout out to Love, just right quick, for Mr. Herman Kane. He has been in the hospital for a month after flaunting not wearing a mask. He has been on a ventilator in the hospital for a month. This thing is not to be played with, Carrie. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, give him some love. I don't want anything bad to happen to him, but it just emphasizes the need to put on a mask.
Right, maybe I need to get like Romeo. I just had to take a deep breath and leave the elevator. I was like, I don't know what else to do. I was just like Cass said, I don't want to fight about COVID, but it is stressful. So people with chronic lung conditions, such as myself, I have asthma, and people who have bronchitis, that can be triggered by anxiety and this COVID fear and thinking I might have to COVID fight like Romeo. So, it's important for us to, especially at this time, even if you don't have asthma or bronchitis, to strengthen your lung capacity.
And think about people who are claustrophobic, you know what I'm saying? If the elevator stops, it's a wrap for some folk, you know what I'm saying? And I will reach out and touch somebody if they don't have on a mask and we get stuck in the elevator. Oh yeah, somebody gonna get touched.
Listen, Carrie, do you remember originally they were saying like one of the symptoms of COVID was like if your nose was burning or what have you? So like last night, my sinuses were so bad, my nose was burning. I was like, started like tripping. Like, wait a minute.
It definitely will have you
I need my inhaler because I think I was like exactly what you're saying. I started like panicking. I'm like, oh man.
But to also give you credit, Carrie, with the breathing techniques that you've shown us, and since we're on the topic of COVID, I watched the diagram. I can't remember if it was CNN or whatever, but I watched the diagram of how it attacks what it does to the lungs.
Right. That's the first organ it attacks.
I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. That's the first, like, so I'm appreciative of everything that you're teaching us right now.
Right. So everyone out there with these lung conditions or my friends that might still be out there smoking blunts or whatever, please do what you can do to strengthen your lungs. Don't do it, find a safer way to do all the things that may impact your lung health, because as he pointed out, it will attack your lungs first.
Yeah.
So,
shout out to the blunt smokers.
The hookah is the scary thing. The hookah, for real.
Sharing
the hookah.
Yes,
y'all are not only in the club, y'all are sharing the hookah.
Right. And y'all breathing it. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Then they blow it.
Then they blow it, yeah.
And no judgment, anybody who's still out there.
No, I'm judging. I'm judging.
It's just like, I would rather you get a hookah. I'd rather you get your own little hookah and be in your house. Like, I don't think it's not good for you, but if you're gonna do it, just be in your house with an individual hookah.
Right. And I think they got those little portable hookahs or what have you. I know they have them. Y'all need to figure out something, because what you're doing is
I'm
wrong.
like, not all you breathe in all that stuff into that tube, and then somebody else gonna use it too.
I'm not gonna judge somebody I'm not going to judge somebody who has a physical disability, but I'm going to judge you if you're going to sit there and smoke a hookah with 8 other people. Oh yeah, I'm judging. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Carrie,
maybe you could just show them some breathing exercises, like and
for sure.
Hear more about their health, and staving off this infection, this virus.
Telling you.
So
I'm right. No, I was about to say I'm gonna ride. No, I was saying I'm sorry, Carrie, but I'm gonna ride with King James on this one, because I think at this point in time, like now, it's August. First of all, it's about to be August. At this point in time, if you still doing stupid stuff, I'm gonna go with you stupid. That's what I'm gonna go with at this point in time in life. August.
Let's not say stupid. Let's just say a little careless.
Uneducated or
careless.
Unconcerned. Cast,
imbecilic. Imbecilic.
Okay, let's go that. Okay, imbecilic.
Moronic. Yeah, let's go with that.
You know what? I should say I don't disagree with moronic, because I'm kind of upset that because of people not wearing their face masks and the continental U.S. Rate spiking, Hawaii extended what they're doing with their quarantine requirements. So as you may remember, I was supposed to be in Hawaii tomorrow or on the 1st, and I'm not going now because it's so serious and their rates are so low. They don't want us to come there and really mess it up. So if you go there, they were going to have the option for you to take a test as soon as you arrived. And if you were positive, you have to quarantine 14 days. If you're negative, you can go live your best Hawaiian life. But now they extended it. So positive, negative, you have to quarantine 14 days. And you can't leave your hotel or your designated address, or the feds will be showing up to make sure that you're there quarantining, keeping Hawaiians safe. So
they got the testing like as soon as you get off the plane, you getting tested in Hawaii.
Yeah. I remember just last week one of my friends went out to Vegas, spent thousands of dollars going to Vegas, and everything was closed, including the casinos. So they had nowhere to go, and they had to put an appointment to go out to the pool at the Aria Hotel that they were staying at, and it took them 8 hours.
Wow.
8 hours. So that was thousands of dollars wasted. So y'all better start thinking, you know what I'm saying?
A pool appointment.
To the beach. Appointment to go to the pool.
Yes.
Man, at least they doing something, because
how do we strengthen our lungs, Carrie? How do we strengthen our lungs? How do
yes,
we
please.
To figure out, also, and make sure I'm keeping it up, and we're all trying to do it, especially if we're thinking about traveling right now. So one is
can't go nowhere.
Right? This is
teach me what to do if I got there. Let me see.
Just in case we change our minds and decide to go somewhere. Or if things get
teach
better.
me what to do when I got to cancel my flight. I'm upset.
Yeah. We got to get into our breathing right now, because we've been talking. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to some breathing.
Anytime you can extend your exhalation is a good way to lower your heart rate and calm down. So today we're going to do pursed lip breathing. So do you all know what I mean by that, pursed lips?
No, you be coming with these terms that
they're like
half
open,
up.
right?
Exactly.
Like
Thank you, Cass. Instead of Cass in the city, maybe Cass the yogi. She knows all the yoga answers. You can tell she's doing it. But no, seriously, it's when your lips, like she said, are like halfway open. That's a way to slow down the air from just shooting out of your mouth, when it even is slower than coming out of your nostrils. So let's do a little practice round and purse your lips. Like you're blowing something. Cooling off your food. Think of it like that. Yeah. So you want when you're exhaling, you want your lips to be like that. So we'll start taking a deep breath in. You'll fill up your body as much as you can with your breath. You'll fill up both of your lungs to start. You'll feel your breath start to rise into your chest as you inhale. And then when you get ready to exhale, you'll do the pursed lips as slowly as you can. We'll do it for 6 seconds. We'll breathe in for 4 seconds, and we'll breathe out for 6 seconds with the pursed lips. All right? So go ahead and find that comfortable seated position. See that your spine is up nice and straight, stacked over your pelvis, and you're rooted. I like that, Romeo. Let's do some shoulder rolls too. Good. All right. Once you feel nice and comfortable, let your hands rest in your knees, at the top of your knees, or either in your lap. And you can keep your eyes open today if you like. But if you think that this is challenging for you, I invite you to close your eyes so you can see your breath and be more present with your breath. All right. On your next inhalation, breathe in, fill up your belly, both of your lungs, your rib cage, your chest. Purse your lips and start to sigh it out. Good. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Purse your lips, breathe out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it out. Last round, breathe in. And let it go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. You feel those lungs working?
I definitely do. Like on the exhale.
Oh, yeah. And I feel a sense of calm.
I do too. Like
Yeah.
like a step by step.
Why you be doing that to us, Carrie? We be good.
Yeah, man.
Out here, we be like.
We almost feel high when you get up.
Yes,
seriously. It's a saying called the yoga high, so it's a real thing, I believe. Yeah, thank you for trying that with me. I also feel a little bit more relaxed and calm after thinking about the Barbie stuff. And nowadays we have to think about racism at every turn. So even that will get your heart rate up. So I often like to do some breathing exercises just to lower it back down and be able to calm down.
Yeah, I don't feel like beating anybody up anymore about the mask.
That's the goal.
Yeah, I was so lit. What happened?
I know, right?
Just zen.
Hey, Carrie told me to breathe before I slap you. Hold on a second.
And literally might not even want to do it after.
Oh no.
I don't know. That was a
My
lot of
cat-
seconds.
You just gotta really have to step in the corner and be like,
Seriously.
By the time you open your eyes, they be gone.
I'm telling you, and it's like, all right, okay.
It's a great affirmation. Hey, everybody checking in, rolling out AM, the wake up call. Obviously, we've got Carrie. We hope that you find peace and light. Carrie, give us an affirmation, some beautiful affirmation that people can take away with them today.
Breathe. Honestly, just breathe. That moment, Cass jokingly said, sometimes you got to go in a corner and breathe. Sometimes you do. I'm back in these offices having in-person meetings and doing all sorts of things. And even just being in the elevator, you're challenged around people who don't believe this is as serious as it is and aren't wearing masks. So it's like we're challenged and faced with things more so now than ever. So really, when you start to feel that, when you start to feel like you want to beat somebody up, King James and Romeo and everybody out there, I really encourage you to go in the corner or even just take a moment in your car when you're in park, of course, or you're just anywhere. Close your eyes and remind yourself.
Yeah. I need this in the grocery store, especially when I want to tell people, back up! Back up!
I can't do it anymore. I might be asleep.
Because we're hurting ourselves when we don't breathe, by letting our blood pressure go up and our heart rate rise. Like we think we might be getting someone told, but we're really doing something to ourselves. So, stay healthy by just remembering to breathe. Maybe even tell yourself, breathe. When you find yourself reacting.
Just breathe.
Breathe. Right.
Breathe.
Thank you.
Affirmation, breathe. Let your breath be your tool to gauge your day, to bring peace and pause so that you take each moment and each breath seriously. Loving yourself, being able to feel the breath inside you, and know that peace and harmony and serenity follow you as you breathe. And understand that your breath is your life, and that it is a voice to carry you through this day. Let not your breath be excited, but let it be paced and controlled and loved and controlled by you. These are words that Carrie wants you to carry through your day. Know that breath is our life, but it is important that you create a relationship that is new. Say to yourself, I will renew my relationship with my breath today. Hey, Carrie.
You are preaching. I love it. I'm over here like, amen.
I was about to say, I always for the pass the plate around.
Peace and purpose. Control your breath. Create a new relationship with your breath. Carrie has a new book coming out. My relationship with my breath is my life. So we look forward to that. But we have to affirm positive things. This is rolling out AM, the morning show, wake up call. Carrie, Terry, come on, hold on, Terry. Don't run away. Terry, get into your reports. You can give us a little smile and smile at our guests. They want to see you.
They want to see you
for a minute. Terry, it's your time.
Yes, it is. Welcome to the RO Wake Up Call, rolling out AM Wake Up Call. And my name is King James, and I'm into the report. Toni Braxton finally spoke out after her sister, Tamar Braxton, allegedly tried to commit suicide 2 weeks ago at a hotel in downtown Los Angeles. Toni Braxton came out with the Instagram page that said, all sisters together in this, and it was short, it was sweet, but it just lets you to go that the most important thing is family. You got to be devoted to family, and in the end, there's nothing more important than your family in your life. The ones that's closest to you, the ones you grew up with. So shout out to Tamar Braxton on a speedy recovery, and shout out to the legend Toni Braxton for publicly supporting her sister. On to my next report. Yes, the George Floyd Foundation, started by his family, they now have a, what is it, a hologram that hovers over the Robert E. Lee Confederate statue in Virginia. And so they're going to do this on a lot of Confederate monuments around the country because, of course, the Confederates, they lost. I don't know why they have monuments and statues around the country, because they were anti-American. They were going against the Union, and they lost. So therefore, they should be dismantled and obliterated. So I don't really understand why they even have one in the first place. That is absolutely asinine. So that's good. A shout out to the George Floyd Foundation for doing some good and bringing awareness. And also, they want us to tour some of these monuments and statues around the country, so we know the history of what they are and what they represent. We can't just encase them inside the Smithsonian Institute and forget about them. We do need to know about them, but we also need to know that you lost. So anyway, on to my next report, because I'm calm.
Oh man.
Yeah. Now I'm starting to get a little heated, a little hot. I don't know. Somebody turn up the heat. Megan Thee Stallion used this photo on her Instagram page to highlight the fact that Beyonce and Riri gave her some love yesterday. Beyonce said, get better quick, and Rihanna sent her some flowers. A lot of A-list stars are coming to her defense and supporting her after it's no longer allegedly. She did get shot in the foot twice, or once in each foot. That has to be a horrifying experience that you can never forget. And allegedly, they're saying that Tory Lanez was the one who did it, but it has not been confirmed by the LAPD as of yet. But Megan Thee Stallion has to be. Obviously, she hasn't lost her swag. She ain't lost her swag. Her mojo is on fire if you're going to wear a negligee and a G-string bikini right after you got shot. Obviously, you. Go ahead.
What's that?
He said, proceed.
Go ahead. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, whatever she's wearing, I'm here for that. But it just shows that she's not been broken by the experience. So, and shout out to Rihanna and Beyonce for showing her some love. She's a superstar on the rise. We don't need to lose another one, especially after the fall of Malik B of The Roots, a revolutionary group that we all loved. I went to their concert one time, one of the greatest concerts I have ever seen in my life, including Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, and Prince. I've seen them all. The Roots is right up there in terms of concert experience. So shout out to them. Yeah,
definitely shout out to Malik B. And if you get a chance, Google The Roots. I Shall Proceed. Malik rips that song. So if you guys haven't heard of Malik, he's definitely a lyricist. He died at 47. So we definitely want to give a shout out to Malik and his family.
No, absolutely. Yes, we got to salute him. On to my next report. And okay. Let me explain. Before I begin, he is a Buckeye and he is a businessman. So I'm going to support all Buckeyes because I'm a Buckeye. But he went out yesterday and showed that he had 20 songs. He tried to show Timberland that he had 20 hits, enough hits to do a versus battle. The problem is that he has 20 songs. I want to know, does he have 20 hits? And a lot of people on Facebook did too, because I'm looking at some of the comments on our Facebook page, and one person, Kim Jones, said, it's not a lie that Timberland said that he don't ever have enough hits. Somebody else said,
Terry, what do you think about Terry? Because Terry's beating up on Bow Wow again.
I think we need to give Bow Weezy some love. Bow Wow needs to breath. But
this sounds like a moment for everybody to give everybody a hug. Just a little bit of a hug.
Care emoji on Facebook. That's what we need.
Little care emoji. We love it. We enjoy it.
No, I give him his props. So he's parlayed his fame into some business ventures. So he's handled his business. He's a Buckeye and he's a boss. But he's not. He does not have 21 hits. He got 21 songs.
More positive than most people about him. So I commend you for that. I like that. You mentioned a lot of
Terry hating. I'm sorry, Kerry. You can't. Terry's hating. He ain't do his research. I'm a hip hop scholar. I've heard Bow Wow song. Everyone who's on Versus don't have 20 straight hits. He has 20 good songs that he can go against. I don't know who he's going to go against, but he has 20 good songs.
Okay.
You know, I'm not even a Bow Wow fan, but I know that he has.
Pretty like mine was a hit.
No, see, this is where I have to check you with Amir. And you my boy, Amir. You my boy.
Terry, because Terry doesn't want to hear what you have to say. He's not acknowledged that you said something. He just.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go
Mine was a hit.
Like mine was a hit.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. He has one hit and
No,
20 other songs.
She's just mentioning one she likes. Don't do that. She mentioned
What I'm saying is,
why are you diminishing what the hit that she named, Terry? Why?
No, I'm not. I like that. I actually like that song. But the problem is,
if you like it.
Sing it.
No, the thing is that
hold you down.
No. If I'm going to listen,
Cass went for it. Cass even was singing. We got her on record now. She was singing for you, Terry, and you didn't. Cass came out.
Bow Wow. Oh man,
Cass came out. She had to come out.
Along.
I mean, I'm just saying.
The problem is that you know, despite the fact that A.R. Shaw might be a musical oracle, he might be a savant. However, I'm going to listen to Timbaland over my connoisseur of a brother, A.R. Shaw. And if Timbaland says he ain't got enough hits, he ain't got enough hits.
Oh man.
He got 21.
He got start to represent for Timbaland instead of you, AR. I mean, I don't know where.
Well, I mean, the thing is this. I remember like when you gotta understand, 106 in Park was the hottest show back in the early 2000s, and he was his songs were number one like for like 50 straight weeks for like 4 years, like, you know what I'm saying? So it didn't happen it wasn't a happenstance, like it wasn't a fluke. Like it wasn't a fluke. Like the dude had hits for like the first few years of the millennium. Like he was definitely like one of the top dogs when it came to music. And so I can't discredit it. Like I can't discount it. I'm not even a Bow Wow fan.
Yes, you are. Both of you. Yes, you are.
From an objective standpoint,
Terry, I think you too old. I think Terry is a little upper in age, so he may not have really tapped into the Bow Wow.
No. What I'm saying is, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I remember when he came out. The problem is that, you know, even
remember, sing a song. Let's hear it.
No, what I'm saying is we all can remember songs from classics from people before we were even born. All you got to do is say the Temptations and you can reel off eight songs in a row. We can't remember one song. The people on Facebook right now that said, I can't remember one single Bow Wow song. So Timbaland and all those fans are wrong. Go back and look at our Facebook page, Amir. Go look at that. You know what I'm saying? That they ain't lying. They ain't lying.
They don't know. I'm sorry, they're not informed. Like,
I'm gonna help King James prove his point. Carrie, right now, name 8 Bow Wow songs. Go.
Oh, dude! Oh my God! We just talked about being put on the spot. I gotta go over here and take a deep breath in the corner.
The thing is, don't try to put her on the spot. The thing is, people don't always know names of songs, and that's
no. Yes, you can.
I don't know the names of all songs, but I like them, and I think they're hits. I just don't know the name of them.
Oh, Carrie,
I got your back. So Fabulous and Jada, they were just recently in the versus battle. Name 8 Fabulous songs.
Or Jada, right now. I don't know 8 of
right
either.
Now. Name 8 Fabulous songs.
No, that's not the right hit. No, Carrie, this is better. Name any Motown hit from the Temptations to the Four Tops.
They're not on verses though.
They're not on verses.
She's from Detroit. Come on, man. I mean, they gave her the Motown catalog when she was born. From Detroit. Like, you know, she didn't even get out of the crib before they already put out Motown songs.
She's so sweet. She said, "Let me breathe," instead of saying, "Don't try to come
let me breathe."
Okay.
You practicing what you preach, and we like that.
That is true, Keisha. That's a good way to say.
We got the curls and the waves going today, the bright tops, and we didn't come to play with y'all. Terry,
right?
Hey, Mustard said, "Come on, Terry." Terry, like, name 5 Four Top songs. Go.
What I'm saying is that we throw around these things like legend too often, and somebody actually on Facebook called Bow Wow a legend, and I'm just like, really?
Yeah, but now you gotta ease up on that, particularly for young people, because what happens is it's not your moment. It wasn't your time. you didn't enjoy those songs because he wasn't singing to you. He never sang to you.
I was a teeny bopper when that was.
I mean, you weren't watching 106 in Park wanting to be right there next to him. I mean, come on. Everybody has their moment. Every generation has their music. Every generation has their time.
Yeah, but neither was Keith Sweat. Neither was Keith Sweat singing to me, but I still remember his songs. And he's a legend.
Yeah, but it's hard. I mean, Sade is beautiful. She's gorgeous. She sings, but when she's in concert, I feel like I took Tylenol, and all of a sudden I didn't ready to go to sleep. Like, it was great. I mean, it was great in that moment. You know, if I'm gonna listen to something, I'm like, you got to be in the mood for some of that music now. You got to program it. You know, in the middle of your day when the sun is bright and you wide awake. And you know, Keith is nice, but I don't want to make it last forever. We got it. You know, everything has its moment. You know,
so what they saying on Facebook?
Iris Baker from Facebook said, "I'm with Cass. You can know the music, but can't name the song." Iris Baker. Before I move on, don't let Cass cap, because Cass know every Beyonce song off top.
I don't know the names of songs, but if I know the words and it's a hit, it's a hit. That doesn't change the fact that I don't know the name.
Cass know every Chris Brown song ever came out in life.
I promise you, I can know the words and not know the name to save my life or what album it was on.
Man, what?
That doesn't mean that it's not a hit.
Cass, whatever.
I'm just saying, y'all out here. I'm not claiming to be a musical genius.
Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, come on. She's gonna be okay. Megan Thee Stallion is okay. Literally.
Recovery.
That's who's making hits right now.
She don't need them feet anyway.
And I'm proud while letting people know that.
I'm sorry, I had to say that.
Young people. Versus needs to think of some young talent.
The only issue with Bow Wow is that he doesn't have a contemporary. Like, that's his only issue. Like, there was no one. There was
Romeo, Master P's son. That's yes.
So no. So
no.
Yeah, the deal about Romeo, Romeo doesn't have enough.
And because I only said that because I don't have feet, we don't want y'all to be mad. That's the only reason why I said the feet aren't important. Share this rolling out wake up call. Don't be like that. Share it with the people.
You know what? You know who's a good
wake up call. Okay. I love it, Keisha. Give it to them. Share our show. We love it. Share our show. Comment. Let Ted King James know if you believe him or if you think he should sing a song today. We need to hear him sing. If he had all these songs, these Motown hits he keeps talking about, we need. Go ahead. I heard it through the grapevine. Hit it, Terry. You're talking about all these people. Marvin Gaye. Let me hear your favorite Marvin Gaye song, Terry. Give it to him.
Keith Sweat.
Yeah, do the Keith Sweat. Your favorite. Do the Keith Sweat right now.
I'll step in. I love Keith Sweat.
That's right. Thank you. Name it. Hey, I bet right off the head, without even telling us, you can name about 5 or 6 Keith Sweat hits. You can't do that with Bow Wow.
We want to hear you sing 5 or 6 right now.
I've only heard one. I've heard one song.
Tevin Campbell kind of guy. Come on, give it to us.
You know what? I'm gonna propose this question to our guest, man. Checking in to Rolling Out AM morning show this morning on this Thursday. We got artists, we got musician, we got with the fresh new background, with the virtual background, man. Trap Beckham is in the building, man. What's going on, Trap?
What's goody? What's happening?
Who watch this, Trap? Who you got? Does Bow Wow got 20 hits, Trap?
Nah.
Trap don't know. Trap too young, man. Trap
Bow Wow, actually though, Bow Wow was sliding though. Bow Wow got hits, but
he has 20 songs that he can battle.
20, they not relevant. You know what I'm saying? He had hits though, for sure.
So he could do a verses, right?
No. See. People's initial response is the truest one. He said no. He said no.
He said throwback. He said he has throwback songs, which is fine. It could be a throwback verses.
Trap. Can Bow Wow do a verses? He was about to answer.
You know what? Bow Wow would do good versus Romeo. Like Omarion.
He would. I agree.
No. I think Bow Wow should battle Soulja Boy. I think that's the best.
No, man.
I think Omarion. I think
Nah, it won't be a kill.
That's Big Draco,
because
man.
Soulja Boy, you gotta think.
Draco.
Why not? I mean, you gotta think. Soulja Boy he literally had all those dance hits during that like moment. Like those songs were going crazy. Like Soulja Boy.
Y'all dismissing Bow Wow, man. Y'all gotta put some respect on Bow Wow's name, man.
I really think Omarion. I think that would be great. Him and Omarion would be great. It was like they're both on the Millennium Tour. That would be great. I think that would be a good battle.
No, but anyway, I don't want to. I don't want to take up his interview time because he came here and shared some gifts on us. So, welcome to the show, Trap Beckham.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Trap. You gotta tell me about this new movement, man. I love the concept. Make America shake again. That's what I'm talking about. Who is running on your campaign? I want to vote. Who we going with?
Hey, I'm talking about. Yeah, man, make America shake again. It's something I came up with. I just felt like, man, I wanted to get back to like everybody having a good time. Like I know, like when my music come on in the club, it shift the whole energy. Like Birthday Chick, Little Booties Matter, stuff like that. It just shift the energy, just party stuff. So like I was just like, man, I wanted to make America shake again with everything going on, man. It's just so crazy right now, man. It's just so negative. I want everybody to have a good time. So I want to just drop something lit, you know what I'm saying?
So before we get to the questions, Cass in the City, AR Shaw, introduce yourself again for the producers. Introduce yourself again for the Rolling Out AM Morning Show.
Yeah, man, I'm Who It Is, Trap Beckham. Most known for my song Birthday Chick, One Time for the Birthday Chick, Little Booties Matter, Sundress Season, Hit It with Trina and Tokyo Jets. Just, you know, some club vibes, well known in Florida, well known in the South. You definitely in the streets if you know me, you know what I'm saying, or if you heard of me.
So I'll let Cass in the City start it off.
Definitely in the club if they know you, because Little Booties Matter be on in the club.
For real.
But I want to know, how did you come up with your name? Because Trap Beckham, I mean, I just want to hear it from you.
Well, I was Young Trap for the longest, you know what I'm saying? So like everybody back in Florida, they still call me Young Trap or, you know, Trap or something like that. But when I signed to Def Jam in 2016, I couldn't use the name because it was already copywritten. Somebody took it and stuff like that. So I had to just it took me 3 weeks to come up with another name. But I was already calling myself Young Trap Beckham, like Gucci Man LaFleur or Soulja Boy Tell Him. I was just already calling myself Young Trap Beckham. So I was just like, you know what? Why am I thinking so hard? Let me just drop the young. You know what I'm saying? That's over. We not young no more.
No little, no young.
That's when Trap Beckham was born.
That's what's up.
Definitely, man. Let's talk about the movement down in Florida, man. It seems like there's a lot of energy coming down from Florida, man. For you, what does it mean to represent?
For me, the energy out of Florida just represent where we from. It represent the sunshine, man. It represent a good time, the good weather, you know what I'm saying? The crazy times, you know what I'm saying? But all the stories are true, you know what I'm saying? Florida, the energy coming out of Florida it represent me for real, you know what I'm saying? I rock with most artists from the state and most DJs from the state and stuff like that. So all DJs from the state for real. But I think it just represents the culture, man. I think that we got us a sound and the energy. Even when it comes to gangster music, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Kodak is just different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. It's just a whole vibe down there.
Let me ask you this, because you brought up the culture. So I want to get to some in-depth question. You brought up the culture. How do you find the balance between you as an artist and your music and the fact that, you know, COVID-19, coronavirus is still, you know, spiking? You know, people still want to go out and have fun, you know what I'm saying? And they want to go and have fun to your music. But how do you as an artist find balance between, you know, should I attend this event or you know, should I, you know, do I mask up? Like, where are you at with this whole new pandemic?
You know, I was in the house for the longest with everybody. But like where I'm at with it now, it's just like, man, I'm gonna mask up everywhere. Like I just did a parking lot concert last week. It ended up being a real concert. That thing was crazy. But you know, of course, mask up. I feel like, you know, party at your own risk, just like swimming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is. You know if you can handle. You know if you have underlying issues. You know what I'm saying, that if you catch it, you know, it could mess you up. So definitely party at your own risk. And I just, you know, for me, I just kind of just roll with the punches, man. I don't know. You know, I started dropping videos every Sunday called SoundCloud Sunday, just to keep me going, keep me motivated, because it was nothing to do. It was no bookings. All the bookings got canceled. So like I just started something every Sunday to just kind of keep me going creatively. Because like this pandemic is really showing who like love the music, who love the craft, who really just do it on their spare time. You know what I'm saying? So like I just was doing that, you know, gearing up for this project I got coming on right now, and just even still just trying to keep something on the schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like I got something coming up in Nashville on the 8th. I got something in Orlando, Florida on the 15th. Like because for me as a musician, we can't stop. Like we don't get all of that, all the benefits of, you know, normal working people. So like we can't stop, you know, and the music don't stop and the world ain't gonna stop. So that's how it affected me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I like the point that you just made. Like I think the pandemic took everybody back. If you was real about your hustle, the pandemic took you right back to starting point. It took you right back
where you started. Like if you really went through a grind to get to where you at, pandemic had to take you back to like, dang, drawing board. Everybody who I know who love what they do, they doing something new or more. Like I'm talking about everybody. Like everybody got something new going. Like a new company, a new building, a new you know, shirts, clothes, merch, or whatever. Like niggas is just putting that shit to use. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to ask you about this new single on your project, Back It Up with Flo Milli. Flo Milli just dropped music and it's like really hot right now. So tell me a little about working with her and like how y'all, you know, creatively combine for this single.
I credit TJ, man, for linking that up. TJ Chapman, because like I didn't even hear of her music before I worked with her. But when he put me on, I was like, damn, boy, she hard. Who just signed her? That's hard, boy. Okay, so then we just did the record. And I wanted to put her on something hard. I felt like Back It Up was so hard. It's like, let me see what she do to this. She ended up sliding that joint. It ended up going viral, over 200,000 videos on TikTok. And you know, the streams is just running up every day. And we just shot the music video. Music video is stupid. Like it's like in 1974. It's crazy as little, man. I'm finna release that joint after the project come out. But yeah, that's how it came up, man. She's super cool, super dope person. It took me like 4 or 5 months to really even meet her after we did the song. So, but once we linked up, we clicked, and you know the energy was right.
So we have a segment called Breaking Down Bars, where we talk about the lyrics and the meaning behind the lyrics. So speaking of Back It Up, we're gonna throw some lyrics at you, and you kind of give us the meaning behind it. Okay. Walking around with all that booty, why you gotta be so moody?
That's a fact. Walk around with all that booty, why you gotta be so moody? Attitude, or finding them up a bit. Attitude like just booty. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real talk. Like girls be having attitudes, man. That's what I'm about. Girls be having attitudes. I be all on the elevator, man. Ain't nobody trying to talk to you. Hey, relax.
I just like the photo. Jesus Christ.
Relax, man. Y'all, why you gotta be so moody? So that's what that's about.
Keisha done jumped in now.
Yeah.
What you got for him, Keisha? What you got for him, Keisha?
Run, Trap, run.
He started saying, girls is so moody. Girls is so moody. I was like, wait a minute. Let me jump on here.
Right.
Young King for your hustle and your drive, but I can't let y'all have Cass on here feeling under pressure.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? She got her a writer who be
You know
rolling
it, Keisha.
with her.
You know.
So
you know I got to come back like, but why do we have attitudes? Okay.
So I had to come on through. Well, we love your drive, your hustle. And one of the things you said, you know, that during this time, you know, we commend you on finding new things to do during this time and ways of being creative, dropping, you know, those videos every Sunday and what have you. So we commend you for like allowing your mind to think outside of the box during this time where we have to, you know, be creative and tap into things that we've never done before. So that's dope.
Okay. Make America shake again.
Hey.
I'm voting. I'm going to vote.
Trap. So Trap, man, we appreciate you for coming on, man. How can we follow your movement?
You know, everything. I really be on my Instagram the most, Trap Beckham, but starting to crank up on my TikTok, my Twitter, Snapchat, and all that stuff. So Trap Beckham on everything. I try to make sure it's all the same. And yeah, just Trap Beckham on everything, especially Instagram though.
That's what it is. Salute, man.
You got to be a campaign partner for the Make America Shake Again campaign. Hit me up. I'll be a part of the campaign as we go and help people.
You can be the campaign manager. You know,
my
city to city, state to state.
City.
We announcing that little booties will always matter. You know what I'm saying? And we are making America shake again. You know what I'm saying?
My goodness.
Yes, sir. Salute, brother. Salute.
Have a good one, man.
It's either me or Kanye.
Oh, okay.
It's you. Oh, it's definitely you.
We pick you, bro.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all, man. For real.
That was Trap Beckham on the Rolling Out AO Morning Show, man.
Let me make a point that I know the song Lil Booties Matter, but I didn't know who wrote the song. I didn't know who the artist was. So I'm going to just put that out there.
I want to put something out there too. I don't know how much time we got before our next guest, but Romeo, I appreciated your guest and that was really nice. But we do got to stay consistent and people got to wear masks and we don't got no business out here at no concerts or no drive-ins turning to concerts. So we got to stay consistent, Romeo. You just said, you know what I'm saying? You had a problem with the elevator. So, you know, we respect your drive, your hustle and all that, but you know, we got to stay consistent in what we stand for here and what we rolling out. And
mask over here.
So we're gonna stay consistent by bringing on our next guest, Singleton. He's here, R&B sensation. What's going on, bro? Take yourself off mute. Take yourself off mute.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Morning.
What's up? What's up? Welcome to Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. I am A.R. Shaw. Here with Cass in the City, the First King James, and Keisha Green. Introduce yourself, brother.
What's up, y'all? I'm Singleton. You know, I'm here. I'm excited about being on the show. I got these shades on. I don't know if you guys, should I take them off or should I leave them on? I don't know.
Great morning. You can leave them on, take them off. It's up to you.
I see y'all got mad at me yesterday. They was like, take your shades off, man, so they can see your face. I'm like, okay. But as you can tell, I'm like, it's bright as hell out here, but yeah, I'm excited to be on the show. Thank you for having me.
No doubt. So let's get into it, man. I want to start off by saying you just released a powerful song and video. You actually covered John Lennon, which was dope, man. I don't know if anyone is, in this generation has ever reached back that far. We're gonna play some of the video, but first, before we play the video, can you talk about the inspiration behind it?
Yeah, man. Well, I always been a fan of first the Beatles, of course, and John Lennon has been just an advocate of, peace. That song was came out during the Vietnam War, so I wanted to reach back and kind of, look at that song and kind of make it today. So I did kind of, I don't know if you noticed, some people don't really notice, I kind of actually tweaked some of the lyrics just a little bit, just to make it kind of, blend in for what's happening today. And I wanted just to put some images together of what's happening with the BLM movement, and get some young people to take a look at it and just, give an organic feel to it. I didn't actually go in the studio and do it all up. I wanted to be organic, so I actually recorded it, one take, couple of takes, and just was done. I wanted to present the song as being natural and organic as possible. But I'm excited. There's been getting such a great reaction with organic views, and I'm responding to people as they, respond. I'm like, thank you, and it's doing it's doing what I wanted it to do. I wanted to have a voice, and just show people that we actually can get there eventually. I think we will be, and that's why I end with the two young boys, hugging each other, because I believe, um, love is colorblind, man. Love is colorblind. Hatred is taught, and you see it every day on the playground. When you go out with your, you see the young kids on the playground, they just greet you and it's all in love. Nobody's looking at your skin color. So racism is taught, and, we start home first with the young youth and get them to, train them in the right direction. We'll be fine, so it's been great.
Definitely. So let's, we have the video queued up. Our producers, let's get it.
Yeah.
Imagine there's no hatred. It's easy if you try. No suppression on us. Above us only skies.
Nice, man. Powerful, powerful stuff, man. Powerful. Let's get into it, Keisha.
Oh, listen, let me ask you this, Singleton. After you moved to New York, how long after moving to New York were you a part of the Ladies First tour with Beyonce?
Oh, wow. So I did about a year of it, in and out of it, because, Beyonce, they switch in and out. So whenever they needed me to come back and forth, I would do back and forth, as the Pharaoh. But it was in and out of that tour with Alicia Keys and Tamia, Beyonce, Missy Elliott, So yeah, whatever time. So I do that too. And then when they came back to New York for like shows, they'll call me directly and I do those shows too, like The View and a few other shows. But yeah, man, it was Fashion Rocks on CBS. So I was a part of that, whole collection of the B going up. I was excited about that.
That's amazing. I know some people that you got to be like honored to have been able to work with and work beside.
Yeah, I tell you, Beyonce worked hard, man. I mean, just to see her in the room, I always tell people, if the show is at 8 p.m., Beyonce, you actually at 8, 9 a.m., you actually getting ready for the show up until it's curtain time. That's how hard she worked. It's like when she make a mistake, it don't look like a mistake because she, rehearsed so much that it's like effortless to her. So it actually makes you say, man, this is not easy, But I was able to see that in the background and see how it actually works and how everybody come together and just make a show really pop, But she's amazing. She's really amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cass.
Wow. Well, your voice, I wanted to hear more of that. It was just so beautiful. I love your sound. Just tell us, like, how have you been able to deal with everything right now as a creative, as an artist during this pandemic? How have you been able to keep your creative spirit up, and want to, practice your craft?
Yeah, well, for me, I actually just, I got a studio space in VA that I go to. I try to go twice a week just to get my mind together and create new songs, because right now it's the time to take advantage of downtime,
Mm-hmm.
So I've just been doing that and getting ready for, because actually I recorded, like, my God, 3 years worth of music. I worked with Teddy Riley. I did an album with Teddy. I got a song coming out with him down the road. So I got the material, but it's always good to have more stuff. So during the pandemic, I just been, staying in, working out and just putting together songwriters to have a team of writing for a pool and actually in the studio. So I just, I manage my time just to get those things done by hitting the studio and just staying, getting some hot music and ready to, go out eventually. Yeah.
Definitely. So we have a segment called Breaking Down Bars, where you say the lyrics and you give the meaning behind the lyrics. Can you give us the first few lyrics of Imagine? You can just say it and then kind of break down the meaning behind those lyrics.
Yeah, well, for me, the first lyrics is imagine there's no hatred in my one. So imagine there's no hatred. It's easy if you try. Uh, no heaven, no hell above us, only sky. So the meaning of that is the hatred that we experience now is, as blacks and Latinos. With I'm not saying all police, are violent, but we have been experiencing a lot of police brutality. So just imagine if it was no one, singling you out. I'm a black man, and I've been lucky enough to have had good encounters with the police, and it's only because I dress a certain way and I try to be humorous when they pull me over. And it's a shame I have to think like that, but I'm actually nervous as hell, like everybody else. Um, so imagine if there's no hatred, if nobody actually already gave predetermined my color and want to just treat me in a different kind of way because of my skin. So I just try to those lyrics are that, just imagine there's no hatred, if we can just come together as a people. So, and I have a lot of, my father was military, so I grew up with a lot of friends that not black, that weren't black. So for me, it's like really, really, you know, yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
And to just even, when you said that, just to even think, when you're pulled over, to have different things, that tactics that you set in place, to make sure that you go home safe or that you have a encounter, that goes well. Me as a mother of three black sons, that's crazy. And it doesn't matter your status or anything. It's just literally like you've already been signed up for being a black man.
You already been typecast. The first thing I do, I just, if I get pulled over like I got pulled over for going 3 miles over the speed limit in a small town. So I'm like, oh my God, my heart was racing. And it was after, what happened with George Floyd. So, all these thoughts in my mind going. So I'm like, is this my last day? What should I do? So I turn my lights on automatically. I take my license out and I have it already up in the air, and I give the biggest smile ever, and I try to make a joke so that officer could feel comfortable with me as a black man, that he don't feel threatened, that I'm actually in a car, that could present a risk. I just try to come up with something funny and they just laugh. And it works every time, but it's a shame I have to do that because even my white friends, they tell me, I just don't experience that at all. I just know I'm gonna go home. I know I'm gonna get there. So for me, it's like, ooh, racing, like, is this my last time? And it's unfortunate we have to think that way, but
It is very.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Definitely, man. And so what do you like? How do you want your music to impact this moment, man? Because there's so many, we've seen so many messages. What how do you want your music to impact this moment?
I want my music just to go back to where R&B used to be. Good messages, good stories. You know, not degrading women. I respect women. I feel women need to be represented. In videos the correct way. I love the melanin skin of the black women. I love just different colors. I want just to have music that reflect what R&B used to be like, good storytelling, good messages. I feel if you have nothing to say, you shouldn't be, you have to have something to say that people can relate to. Like I wrote a song called Count the Ways. You just thinking about the person you want to be with, and you counting all the ways and the times that made you guys fall in love and stay in love. Congratulations, it's about, you used to be a player and you actually looking for somebody. We all looking for that person. You don't know how you're gonna meet them. So congratulations, the video. I'm going out with my boys and I ended up meeting the one at the club. She probably could have been at the library, but I met her at the club. So it tells a story. I wanted to present a body of work that when you look at it all together, because what I did was I did a short film that you would see down the road. All the videos turn into a short film production. So congratulations is the first song, and we roll into the other songs. And when you end, you see this beautiful love story of an R&B couple, of a black couple, through R&B music, falling in love and having a lifetime of memories through Count the Ways. But you guys will see the whole like transition period of it. I'm excited about it. I want to have something different, man, that people can say, oh my God, this is what we need, something fresh, as opposed to what we always used to seeing. I wanted just to have a voice to be able to do the kind of music that we never get a chance to do as artists, and being in control of my own destiny. I can do that. Like I have a single coming out, Skin, actually tomorrow. And people say, man, if you was at a major label, they wouldn't have gave you this record. They would have gave it to maybe somebody not your skin color. You know, and I understand producers want to get paid, everybody want to get paid as a writer, but we have to bring it back to our community and get those songs that people can see us doing. And it's up to us to control that to make it happen. So that's what my music is about, you know, creating a voice that we can do this music too. We don't have to always give it away to somebody else to do. We can do it and keep it right here, you know.
I like that.
Love that.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man. And so again, what was the name of the project?
Oh, so the name of the project. So we got, you know, I got the EP come out next year. So we're still trying to figure out what the name of the EP. It might be My Journey. It might be my self-entitled. But Skin drops tomorrow on all DSP. We go live on radio, second week in August, big radio campaign for it. But you'll see it tomorrow, available on Spotify, Apple, you know, everywhere. You'll see a video come out probably in 2 weeks from there, and another lyric video come out from there. So, you know, it's a song for a movement of what's good now because everybody's staying in. So just be with the one you love and enjoy their skin, man. You know,
Yeah.
That's what it's.
Good notes, man. Good notes, man.
Yeah.
AR, so we can't let him leave here without you giving us a little something. What you got, a little acapella or something for us on this morning?
Oh my God, y'all really? Well, I wasn't prepared for that. They told me I was just talking, but I don't know.
All right, we'll let you off.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get him next time when he in the mode of it. But man, we definitely appreciate you for coming on, man. And how can we follow your movement?
So you can check me out on Instagram, Singleton RB3. I'm always there. Twitter, Singleton, and then actually on my Facebook, Singleton Official. I'm there also as well. Yeah.
Definitely, brother. Appreciate you, man.
I'd love to do a live performance. You know, I'm actually, you know, getting a spot so I can do that because I'm actually gonna have to do that. So I would love to do a live performance for you guys on a few songs, you know, and you know, that'd be dope. Yeah.
Love
it.
We
definitely gonna set that up, man. Do a live performance, rolling out, do a special concert, virtual concert. We'll definitely put that together, man. So we're gonna talk offline and make sure we make something happen.
Okay. Yeah, I want to represent my stuff right, man. I'm new. You know, I just can't be like
I got you, man. We got your back over here, brother.
Branded up right for him.
We got your back, bro.
We
got All right, Singleton, man. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Or as I say, have a day, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like that. I like when music videos can definitely a dope message, but I like when music videos like make a story. Like I think that's cool for artists to do. And I like his messaging
was
for
like
sure.
real healing. It was like nice, soothing, healing, loving,
empowering.
Yeah, we need that kind of music though, instead of all that little booties. You know,
little booties matter. Little booties matter.
Little booties matter.
Yeah, little booties do matter, but we need to have some variety.
We're just so diverse as a people. You know, like we're so expansive. We have so many talents in different areas. So, you know, you gotta love it all.
Yeah, love it all.
Yeah, I love that. I love the fact that
of music, Romeo. We don't just want to be lit all the time.
That's right.
Oh man, I'm a DJ. We know that. But before we go to Facebook, we're gonna go to AR. Do you want to go to Facebook, AR? Where you want to do first? Where you want to go?
Let's go and knock this report out. Since I have an opportunity to do a report today, and so I feel so blessed, man. Like it feels good, man. I forgot how this feels, man. All right, man. We got to get into it though, man. You know, this happened in Florida. Another incident of racial profiling. This young black guy, a teenager, he was actually going to basketball practice 5 a.m. And this guy who's singing Louis Santos, he stopped him and illegally detained him, the black teenager. Basically just racial profiling. We have a video. We want to pull this up to kind of show what happened during this incident. Do we have the video queued up?
Can't go to
detained him.
Yeah, he basically he detained the team and said, you know, where are you going? He stopped the car and lied and said that he was a police officer. And we know we've seen the same situation that happened with Trayvon Martin. You see these rogue individuals who want to racially profile. Same thing that happened with Ahmaud Arbery. These individuals who don't believe that black people should deserve to be on this earth, so they basically just, you know, they racially profile. So yeah, that's Luis Santos, and he's definitely been charged. He's been arrested for his crime. But let's move on to the next segment. Let's go. What we got next? What we got next?
Well,
I want to talk about that though. I want to get back to that.
Yeah. Let's get back to it, and then we're gonna go into Jess Hilarious and Meg Thee Stallion. So Jess Hilarious is another celebrity who just didn't read the room. So the thing is this, man. It's like when something happens, like especially with social media. If you're in social media, you have to read the room. You can't do something that's outrageous. Of course, Meg Thee Stallion. One day after she said that this is a serious thing, she got shot twice. Jess Hilarious releases this video where she tries to make a skit about Meg Thee Stallion's incident. So let's go.
That was produced when she felt the hot metal was of this. Tory, if he did this on purpose, which we are justifying that he did not, it would have looked like this. Bitch, what you mean? Let me get that motherfucking foot. Let me get that toe. It doesn't happen like that. That's not the way it would go. That was produced when she felt the hot metal was of this.
So Jess Hilarious, of course, is a social media comedian from Baltimore, and of course, you guys know, like last year, she was canceled because she made some insensitive remarks about a guy who wore a turban at the airport, and people they canceled her, and they she slowly kind of got back in. People forgave her for that insensitive joke, and now she does this, and it's like. I don't know any comeback from this. Like people are just dragging her on social media saying, this is insensitive. Megan is a black woman who was shot allegedly by another black man, Tory Lanez. We've got to say allegedly because he hasn't been convicted of any crime yet. But yeah, it was just a bad joke, a bad skit all the way around. It's a bad move for Jess Hilarious. I don't know if she needs a publicist, she needs a manager. Yeah. That was just a horrible decision.
And if you're going to clutch,
for saying stuff that she should not say. Like, it's a known factor that once or twice a year, she's going to say something way off left field. And then she's going to come back saying, people make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I can't be running around here just trying to cancel folks. People make mistakes. Like, no, girl, get you a publicist.
But not only did she say something, she did a whole skit. So it's like,
yeah. So you had time to think about
something like, and then you're adding sound effects of like gunshots. Yeah. Is like, it rubs me the wrong way. And you just
helped her.
Filmed it too. I mean, it's just like, but bro, you know how many people are getting called out because they're making fun of this incident? Like, have you not been on Twitter? Like, what would make you?
And she's the wrong person to do this. She's the wrong person to make fun of. I mean, she's been validated by the upper crust of the music industry. She's in pop culture now. She's the it girl, and she's the wrong one to mess with. I mean, they coming for you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna
just like a black woman, like who like this is supposed to be your sister. Like this is supposed to be just like it's just like respect on a human level. Like you don't joke about people getting shot. Like don't make skit. Like it's not funny. Like especially after she said it's traumatizing. Like. It's really affecting. This girl was like almost in tears talking about what happened to her. Like, what about that is funny?
Yeah, and she was in tears.
If 50 Cent has come out and apologized, like, what would make you after the fact even come up with this? Like,
yeah, it was a horrible decision by Jess. So I think she's gonna be like, we won't see her for a while. So she's she's definitely canceled again for that move. It was a horrible move, horrible decision. My thing is, if you're a comedian, if you're gonna tell a joke and you're gonna be edgy, because Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle, they're always edgy, but they're not edgy to the point. Their edginess is funny. So if you're gonna go there, you better be funny. It wasn't even a funny joke. So she lost on both accounts. So horrible decision. Go ahead, Terry.
Yeah. No. I mean, no. There's not really more to add to that. I mean, I just think that if you're going to clout chase, if you're going to do a distasteful joke, because we've seen it all the time, don't do it with the untouchable. Right now, she's unassailable. Megan is unassailable. She can't be touched. And there's some people that you just don't mess with. You don't make jokes about Michelle Obama. You don't make jokes about Blue Ivy, Beyonce's daughter. There's certain people that are untouchable. And so, you just got to be smarter. You got to be wiser.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's definitely a fresh room for Megan. It just happened, so she hasn't gotten to the point where she can laugh at it because it's still a traumatic incident that occurred. So we're gonna move on to the next segment. Let's go, man. Tahiri and Vado. I'm not sure if you guys are watching Marriage Boot Camp, but Tahiri and Vado, who's a rapper out of Harlem, they're on marriage. I don't even know how they're on Marriage Boot Camp because they're not married. They like situationship. But anyway,
entanglement. Yeah.
Okay, entanglement. Okay, that's what you want to call it, entanglements. But we have a video of the incident that occurred.
I look crazy to y'all. I look extra aggressive.
Yo, like for real, my yo. No. Fucking out. No. Like you lucky I don't hurt you, yo.
Are you kidding me?
This house is on fire.
Just threw that apple in my face for no.
Put hands on, brother.
I'm going to the county.
I look crazy.
I saw this and I just was like, why didn't anybody else get up? Like he literally like got up and tried to choke her. Like, why was everybody just like chilling? Like, I don't know. The whole thing was crazy.
Two things. Because I didn't say nothing in the last segment. Two things. First thing is, through their relationship, through their relationship from different shows, Tahiri has been, and I'm not saying it's her, but she's been making herself a victim on every show that they've been on and putting him, I don't know who outside, but hey, turn the mic off. She's been playing victim on every show they've been on, making him a target.
And we don't care.
Right? No. We don't care. No. Listen, I'm not making no excuse. I'm just giving y'all some forefront from social media.
I don't care, regardless.
From what you've seen, it was crazy. But
right.
As a woman, you must read what was in between what we seen. First of all, she didn't budge, she didn't move, she didn't run.
Which means what?
He moved so swiftly to do it. It was so basic and normal that he forgot that they was even in the presence of other people because obviously it's something that's done all the time.
All the time.
That's what was said from that video. But then on top of that, there was so many other black men, I can't even call them kings at this time, in the room that did nothing. Who was that, the doctor that got up?
Now, to their defense. Hold up.
Here you go with that. I don't get into other people's relationships and all that kind of stuff. That's the problem. Why women get their hands put on in the streets and all that, and other black men be right there. They do nothing to stop.
You're absolutely right. And the fact that nobody let me finish, and then the producers jumped in and said, tread lightly. Nobody let me finish at the point I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make about the shows that they had been on before was the fact what Keisha just got. That's the point I was trying to get to, Keisha, that this has happened before on other shows. So it wasn't, I was trying to say it wasn't,
no, you it wasn't trying to ignore it, and let's just get to the source of it.
Right. So I was trying to get to the point that this is nothing new to her, and it was nothing new to me because I had seen this happen on Love and Hip Hop. It happened on other shows, and nobody did.
Why are you saying she acting like a victim when obviously
no. I didn't say. First of all, no. I didn't say that she was acting like a victim. But I did not say she was acting like a victim. What I said was on every episode show that they've been on, she's played victim on every show. So when this happened, it wasn't nothing new. It's happened on 4 of the shows.
She is a victim of abuse. She is a victim. Abusive to her.
Okay, maybe I'm saying it wrong. You're not listening to what I'm saying. It's happened on other shows. I don't know if it's acting or actual. That's what I'm saying. It's happened before on other shows.
So is she a victim of domestic violence? Let me ask you that. Let's just yes or no question. Is she a victim of domestic violence?
Yeah,
it's happened for.
Okay,
it's happened on other shows.
No. Okay, she is. No. What I'm saying, I'm not here to help anybody out. What I'm saying is that she is a victim of domestic violence, and it has happened before because it looked so normal to her and to the people around that were in the show. Now, I will defend the men that were around there because they have a battery of security already on the set who were running towards the situation. I would have gotten up still and tried to push them off of it, but they do have security up in there. But it looks like this is a situation that's happened over and over and over again. And so there's no excuse for that. It's indefensible. It's inexcusable to put your hands on a woman like that. And yes, he has done it so many times that it seems normal to him, and he forgot that he was in a room with other people. So he needs to go to the county.
Romeo, I'm mad because you still saying that you don't know if she a victim. I'm gonna need you to fix that, bro. Like, no.
I'm saying that this has happened on other shows. I don't know if this is actual or
victim. No matter what you
Hold
say,
up.
you've seen it.
All right, let him hear.
Okay, so Romeo, what you're saying is that you think this is a part that this is a part of her storyline, that domestic violence is a part of her storyline. Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure I'm clear.
Yeah, because I've seen it on 3 other shows. I've seen them act out a argument on Love and Hip Hop. I've seen them act it out on another talk show situation. So only thing I said was I don't know if this is actual or acting. That's it.
So you saying that she's telling her situation?
So she released a statement to hear what she tweeted, and so this is what she said about that, because people have been in defense of Romeo, people have been saying that because it's happened so many times that they think that it's scripted. So this is what she said. She said, "First, let me say that I'm devastated that this would be shown for the world to see, but I fully understand that I've chosen my life to be good or bad on camera. Let me be clear. For all the people saying that this was scripted, it is not. As a woman that has already suffered physical abuse at the hands of a man, why would I ever want to relive that?" So she has.
A man want to act like a woman beater.
I agree with that. Why would he ever take on that storyline?
So you saying they selling a situation, a bad situation of abuse?
Well, the thing is that if look, this is no good. This is no good any way around. And even if it was fake, the fact that he would act out and play that part is deplorable. So it needs to be denounced emphatically by, by her, what she just did. And then that dude, she needs to find herself in another situation because obviously she keeps going back to that situation. It's happened before. She needs to get out. That's what I'm saying. To hear her
They
needs
have
to
the
get
wrong
out.
kind of show. They need to get out.
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is this.
Tell them to do what?
Reality TV. Like I'm saying, I'm just looking at it from an objective standpoint. When it comes to reality TV, most of it is scripted. Like most of the conflict is scripted conflict.
Yes.
Now you're saying, like, you're right, for someone to actually want to play the role of an abuser is really sick. Like, why would you sign up for that? And I don't understand if that was the case, if it was scripted, I don't understand why Vado would put himself in a position to be the abuser. That's not a good look.
The thing is, but it looks like that the conversation probably was scripted, but the level of where the conversation went probably wasn't supposed to go to that measure. And again, the reaction was so quick. But
no, I'm just and so this is a bad look for him on multiple levels because of the fact that he's trying to get his career off the ground. And in the Me Too movement, this stuff is not going to be tolerated whatsoever. Never that it actually ever was, but now there's just no margin for error, no room for error. There's no room for domestic violence. And if you're trying to get your career off the ground, this is the wrong thing to do on national TV. And so, yeah.
Well, the fact of the matter is we just don't want to see it fake, real, regardless. I don't want to see any man abusing a woman. And that's just that. We can move on.
That part.
Well, let's move on. We have our next guest here. We want to bring on our next guest. It's Tanika.
Oh, sounds great.
Yes, we have her.
Definitely celebrating 38 years of continued motivation for women, when obviously the Black Women's Health Imperative is doing just that. We want to welcome, hey, Tanika, how are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
What can we look forward to? And tell us about this movement at the Black Women's Health Imperative.
Yeah, so we're really excited about the work that's being done at the Black Women's Health Imperative. I am a partner with them. I am the founder of the White Dress Project for Uterine Fibroids Awareness. And the Black Women's Health Imperative is a partner of ours, and they are all about being dedicated to women's health, particularly as it relates to Black women.
You know, it's huge, and I'm going to drop off here because I think it's a conversation that women can have. But as a brother, I know that my sisters, my aunts, my mother, women are suffering from fibroids. And what I've learned about the collaboration that the Black Women's Health Imperative is bringing a person like you together as sisters, building on issues. Can you share with us, and I'm going to drop off, just the value of women understanding no shame with fibroids, the whole hysterectomy conversation, and we all really have to come together to understand that we have women that bleed heavily every month and nobody wants to talk about it. We have women that suffer from menstrual pains that are start and no period and just really feel incomplete. And they need to know that they are complete and that we brothers love you in spite of, and no matter what you're going through, we're here for you. So I don't know that we say it enough, but I love you for having the nonprofits that you have, and I'll let you sisters have a conversation. I think, you know, as a brother, I've had the conversation. I won't say it out loud how much I love you, but we don't recognize what you go through monthly with or without a period.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that introduction, because it's men like you, it's supporters like you who make our job easier, right? To eliminate the stigma and eliminate the taboo conversation and really address issues below the belt. And a lot of times as women, we have been taught that those aren't things you discuss. You keep it classy, you keep it cute, you keep it sophisticated. You don't share with people you're dating. You don't share with your husband's friends. So I really love everything you said, because it's really those empowering statements that we need to hear that encourage women to share their stories and really allow the world to know what we're going through with these reproductive health issues.
Oh, and men suffer alone by when we don't say it. And your woman, your wife, your aunt is having a hysterectomy. She has to accept that this is happening. And then we don't see it on any show that's getting an Emmy. We really put our lives front and center to eliminate shame. Not just your gender, it is the entire gamut, so that we can reduce the distance between disparity and recognition that, you know, it is a real issue. So just as a brother, I want to say big ups to you for really addressing that, and the fact that many women suffer from having a half hysterectomy, having a full hysterectomy, or having fibroids as big as a pumpkin, and just to feel distorted as you move and put on your clothes. So it is no shame. We need to say we love you in spite of, we love you including whatever the hardship is. So just want to say big ups to Black Women's Health Imperative, and obviously your nonprofit. So I'm going to check out for a few seconds, but love you.
Thank you. Thank you. So appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Well, Tanika, I just want to, again, highlight the work you're doing. Yes, because there are, Black women in my family who suffer from fibroids, and it is a very real thing. But I just want you, before we get into your conversation and this whole concept of suffering in silence, just explain what a uterine fibroid is, number one, and why Black women are more prone to have them.
Yeah, so thank you so much for having me. Uterine fibroids are benign tumors that grow in and around a woman's uterus. And I'm not a doctor, so I want everyone to know that and make sure to follow up with your doctor. But they usually cause heavy symptoms like heavy menstrual bleeding, bloating, pressure on your bladder, which causes frequent urination, and grave abdominal pains, especially around your period. So it's important for us to recognize what fibroids are, if those symptoms are present when you are having your period. Black women, as you alluded to, are disproportionately affected. but we really don't know why. And there's not a lot of science around that. There are some conversations around genetics. There are conversations around what we eat, how we chemically process our hair. There are a lot of conversations, but a known scientific reason why Black women are disproportionately affected with fibroids, to my knowledge, is not known. And that is why we do the work at the White Dress Project that we do, because we believe that it's imperative to find that out. You know, why are Black women disproportionately affected? And not only are they disproportionately affected, but we get fibroids at a larger rate. We're often offered hysterectomy as a first treatment option. We bleed heavier. So those things need to be answered in terms of why is this disproportionately happening to Black women. The work we do at the White Dress Project, we really try to impress upon women that if you are having these symptoms, that you need to get them checked out, that we need to stop normalizing the idea that, you know, heavy periods is just what it is. Like, it's just a woman's journey. It's just what happens. We should not be keeled over on the bathroom floor, fetal position in pain when our period comes. We should also not be changing pads, you know, every 30 minutes. We should not be clotting. And, you know, I'm sure some doctors would interject there and say that some form of clotting is okay. But these huge clots that we hear our community members talk about should not be happening. So that's why we want to share our stories and let everyone know what the symptoms of fibroids are, so that if they are having these symptoms, they can talk to their doctor about it.
Listen, I think that a lot of women, like you said, opening up and starting to talk about this, especially being like around our age, we come from the time where really parents weren't talking like about period and sex and all those type of things. So it was more like, here's this pad, you wear it. When it comes down, no one ever came to check it to see what it looked like or talk about the flow of it or what was regular, you know, what was too many days or, you know, different things like that. So I think now in a time where we're more like opening up and starting to really pay attention to our bodies and our health, we're starting to have these conversations. Because me, myself, one thing you said that I've never, ever heard something today was you talked about the way that we actually place chemicals on our hair. I never actually heard of that. I personally had never had a fibroid experience, but I had a friend of mine. She came and she stayed with me for a few weeks, and I just remember she had just like this, I don't know if it happened like an outbreak or how it just goes, but she was like inflamed or what have you. And she was just like you said, like cradled like a baby, like she was crying. It was like, I was like, oh no. And she was saying, I'm okay. And I'm saying, no, girl,
no, you're not.
Emergency room. Like, you gotta go to the hospital. And like you said, we gotta stop normalizing it. Because when they're saying to me, no, I'm okay, I'm like, I've never seen nothing like this in life. And then, you know, now that the women are doing the things, like they cover it up with things like waist training because it makes the stomach bigger. So it's like, again, we just have to really stop covering this up, acknowledge it, stop making it normal. Oh, I'm just bloated today. Like, oh, you look 5 months pregnant and yesterday you looked like you had nothing going on. So I appreciate you, your work that you're doing, and just like open this up and even talking about how, you know, the first thing they offer is a hysterectomy. I hate that. I definitely like, and they offering it younger and younger.
Absolutely.
And it's just like, I don't like that. We can get into so many conversations going into that.
Well, I appreciate you all, because it's having forums like this where we're able to talk about issues below the belt, reproductive health issues, and really be real about it. Because at the end of the day, the fact is that you probably know somebody with fibroids. So the real is that, like the brother said earlier, we have to destigmatize and allow women to know that they can be comfortable talking about this, because so many women are going through it.
And this is exactly what you all are doing today with the Black Women's Health Imperative and your panel, Suffering in Silence. So here's the flyer. of what's going on, but just elaborate and let everybody know how they can tune into this, who's going to be speaking, and you know what they can get from this conversation.
Yeah, so we're so excited. The White Dress Project is partnering with Black Women's Health Imperative to have this great conversation about empowering women that they do not have to suffer in silence with uterine fibroids. And we have my dear friend, Cynthia Bailey, who has used her public platform on the Real Housewives of Atlanta and in other platforms to share about her experiences with uterine fibroids. She has participated with our organization many times. And I just love the way that she is often so candid about her experiences with fibroids. And often, you know, as a celebrity woman, you know, in her case, it's so important to share that because often we put our celebrities like on this pedestal, think they don't have issues, you know, they just wake up perfect. So I just love the fact that she has been so open about sharing her story. We also have Melissa Harris Perry, who's going to be moderating for us, and she's obviously a veteran journalist. We have Jenny from Care About Fibroids, which is another patient advocacy organization, and Tammy and Linda, CEO of the Black Women's Health Imperative. So really excited about what we have going on. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's awesome. We're looking forward to that. What time is that panel? Just reiterate, and where can people follow your organization as well as the Black Women's Health Imperative?
Yes, so the panel is today at 3 p.m. Eastern, and you can go to @WeCanWearWhite to learn more, and you can also go to @Black Women's Health Imperative. I believe it's health. It's @BWHI on Instagram. And all the information is there. But Facebook, Black Women's Health Imperative, Facebook, The White Dress Project, and you can get all the information there. And once again, that is at 3 p.m. Eastern time today. And like I said, we just need to demystify what's happening with uterine fibroids and encourage women to share their stories.
Well, we're so grateful that you joined us today.
Thank you so much for coming on here. Thank you for what you're doing, your platform and your work for just like, which is also, you know, it's a form of ministry, being out here so women can know how to heal.
Exactly. Thank you, ladies, so much. I'm forever grateful to both of you.
Did you give us your Instagram?
Yes, our Instagram is @WeCanWearWhite. Yep. So follow us. July is Fibroid Awareness Month. So we're really happy that we're having this conversation last few days of Fibroid Awareness Month.
Come on. We're celebrating all women. We're celebrating women. We're celebrating Ruby Love, the whole creation of Ruby Love. We're celebrating Honey Pot. We're celebrating who are thinking about the whole aspects of, you know, look, period is normal. Not having a period, normal. Everything is normal, and women's health, women's reproduction, you know, women's baby, the whole mortality of women. We all as a community, it has to get on your lips. We have to talk about our health. This is the moment of realignment. We must all realign and take a conscious effort to love our community, to actually help our community to heal. We can't heal if we don't change the narrative, remove all things. Talk about that. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you. And make sure that you stay and check out Rolling Out. We really want you to be a part. So at some point, Cass will reach out for you so you can tell us all about Women Can Wear White, because we're very proud of you and making sure that, you know, those leaders and changing what you are part of the Rolling Out family. So thank you for coming on Rolling Out AM, the wake up call. We love you and the Black Women's Health Imperative. Check it out today, everybody. It is a movement. For 38 years, they're celebrating the anniversary, and it's happening this week. It's free, it's online, and it's available to all of you. So be sure today to come and join Tanika and her whole team sharing and healing our community, one voice at a time. We need your voice today. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
Well,
bye. Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
We are here and moving It is that time of the day. What's going on? What's going on? Amir, what's your last slide you got for us? I know it's something hot.
Man, yeah, man. We got to give a shout out to Congressman John Lewis. His homegoing service is today at Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, GA. President Barack Obama will eulogize Congressman Lewis. Today is going to be a special event. President Bill Clinton will be there. Also, President George W. Bush will be there. It's going to be a powerful moment. A lot of people are already down there at Ebenezer Baptist Church at this moment.
We know you're headed down there, Amir. We know that you're going to be down there on front and center masked up. We know that you got your credentials and that you're ready to go. We know that you're in the fight, in the struggle to recognize.
I'm in the fight. I'm in the fight. I'm trying to stay safe. I'm trying to figure out that lane to stay safe. But definitely rest in power, John Lewis. I know it's going to be a powerful service. Definitely look forward to President Obama's eulogy, which I definitely think is going to be amazing.
Yeah, and also while we're recognizing the dignitaries that's going to be there, to the Black electorate, please pay attention to the conspicuous absence of Pennsylvania Avenue at that particular thing, and their absence at the White House, and just down the street at the Capitol when he was lying in state, and give him respect and paid homage to by everyone else except somebody. So just pay attention.
Well, I'm actually glad that he's not showing up, because that would have definitely been a mood killer to have Agent Orange down at that event. So it's good that he is not showing up. We don't need him at Ebenezer.
Right. Great thing. Great point. All of you who are in states, and there are runoffs definitely happening in all cities, and you can actually go vote early if you're definitely in Atlanta. There's a big contest with the district attorney, the Atlanta sheriff. There's a runoff. So for all of you who are looking in many of your other states, make sure that you're voting early so that you don't have to stand in line, and that you can get in there and take the time to avoid having a COVID crash at the voting box. So vote early. Voting early is open here in Fulton County, but definitely all across the country. There are other competitive races, and we want you all to go out and vote early. Vote early. Vote. Cassidy, join me.
Vote early. Vote early. Vote early. Get out there. Get your mail-in ballots.
Yeah, mail-in ballot. Do it, Cass. There you go. Let's all get it, because it's really important that we not. They are definitely going to work to suppress the vote. And for all of you who haven't done your census, it is that moment. So probably going to see a couple of famous people do their census and actually fill it out so that you can see it.
So let's jump into this social report before we get out of here. Hey, producer, wherever you want to take me. Let's go. First of all, sign the agreement. Terrence Howard and his ex-wife continue to battle over $1.3 million settlement after she sent a court order to 20th Century Fox so that they can pay her instead of him. She sent a court order to his job to tell his job to pay her instead of him. Now, I don't know how that works, but
she said direct connect.
Yes, don't send it to him in his name, but send it to me. Next up, man, we got, which is super great, man. My people, my love over at CBS. CBS commits 25% of script development budget to projects from creators, producers who are Black, Indigenous, and people of color. NAACP and CBS Studios strike multi-millionaire partnership agreement to create content for broadcasting, cable, and streaming. And this is super dope because CBS sets a goal of 40% BIPOC representation of writers' rooms beginning 2021. So this is dope on network level that CBS is going to open up the doors, also provide content creating for new stuff.
Yeah, and it's about time. It's about time. These are the type of KPIs that Munson was talking about in terms of providing actual figures and actual percentages and actual documentation of the inroads, the changes that you said you're going to make. So it's not just apologies, weak apologies, hallowed rhetoric and all the sophisticated lies that you've been doing, promulgating for the past few months. No, this is actual changes that we can see, we can reach, we can touch. It's about time. And other leagues like the NFL and the sports league need to follow it.
Yeah, y'all heard all that, what King James had said. Now, I don't know if we're going to the video or the Sister remake, but I definitely want to make sure that y'all know. So I got to find these great video, man. I don't know if y'all heard this remix, but hit it. This is going out to this is going out to everybody who's playing music with their kids in the car. Stop playing music with your kids in the car. Kids should not be listening to the same music that you listening to, because that's what can happen. And last but not least, man, we want to get a shout out to Cass had it in her report earlier. I don't know if y'all knew, but they was going to do a Sister remake and stuff like that. And on that Sister remake, Cass in the City was going to play the sister. So shout out to Cass in the City for the Sister remake with the new season on Netflix, man. That's going to be a dope show. I can't wait to support it.
Okay. Well, first of all, I don't recognize that song. What was she playing? What was that little kid?
I didn't hear it either.
Oh, that was Lil Jon's dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I thought I heard him say, "Oh, ski, 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 ski."
Oh no!
What you think about Mark Zuckerberg's ex-wife giving out the money?
Well, it's not Mark Zuckerberg, it's Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos.
Mackenzie, yeah.
What did you think?
Mackenzie Scott.
That's her money, though.
I think it's great. I think it's amazing. I
Yeah,
think everybody who has wealth should support historically Black colleges and universities.
Yeah, and all the colleges in America are catching a cold, so that means that the HBCUs have pneumonia. They're near death. There are a lot of them hanging on by a thread. So this was a welcoming contribution by her. So shout out to her.
Oh, before we go on, there has been some backlash from other HBCUs. So it's 101 HBCUs, and people are saying that there's only like six. There's only usually like 6 HBCUs that usually recognize. Of course, Morehouse, Spelman are usually like the first. I had a lot of Clark individuals who graduated from Clark who were upset because they're like, yo, a lot of Morehouse and Spelman students, they come to Clark and use our media facilities, but they never get any of this endowment. So I'm gonna get your thoughts on this before we go to positive thoughts. But my thing, this is my thoughts. I think that what's happening is with the Morehouse, Spelman, and of course the Howards and the Hamptons, I think that their presidents are more aligned with some of the individuals who are who are giving this money. I think in order, people give money to their friends for the most part.
So it was, let's go down. It was Howard, it was Spelman College, Morehouse College, Tuskegee University, Xavier University, and Hampton University. So these are the colleges who all were beneficiaries of this donation. So she had $1.7 billion worth of her wealth that she dedicated to giving to organizations. So not only did she give to them, she gave to like the NAACP and a couple of other organizations. So there's always a debate about this. I think it's good, but then again, my university got the money, so I definitely understand that some people who went to other HBCUs are upset about this. So I can understand that.
It didn't in an earlier report that we put out, didn't the president of Twitter, didn't he donate money to Howard and Spelman like earlier?
Well, the CEO of Netflix did.
Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Spelman and Morehouse are like always at the front of the table. Like whatever happens, it's like they're usually at the front, and that's right. So the thing is, so I'm trying to figure out what can be done, because there's 101 HBCUs. What can be done that this wealth is spread equally, because different schools need the money
to help their sisters and brothers out.
Right.
Because they sound like they toting a real heavy.
I'm sorry, what you say, Muscle?
I was telling Terry, he's gonna beat up on us now again. I understand.
No, I'm not gonna beat up on y'all. But for what? I mean,
okay, he's innocent right now. I love it, Terry. I love it. I love that expression.
No, well, I mean, you're trying to upend something that wasn't going to happen in the first place. What I was about to say is that
there you go. I knew.
No. What I was going to endorse what Keisha had said and piggyback off her, and that some of the more well-off ones, even though they are still struggling, need to help shine the spotlight.
Thoughts, Terry.
You just shine the spotlight on the others that are in greater trouble, in greater peril. That's all.
Positive thoughts, Terry.
Just positive thoughts. Breathe. Just breathe. Just as Carrie said, breathe. That's my positive thought.
Pass the ball, Terry.
Oh, pass the ball to Keisha.
All right, listen, don't be afraid to give to your sister or your brother when they are feeling forgotten about. I'm going to pass the ball to Romeo.
My positive thought of the day is, damn, can a brother finish his thoughts before he get jumped on? Hey, put your mask on, wear your mask, man. Y'all have a great day, wonderful day, beautiful day, man. I'm throwing it to my girl Cass in the city.
My positive thought of the day is don't ignore your health. Definitely support the Black Women's Health Imperative. If you have fibroids, do not suffer in silence. There are many organizations out there to help you. I'm gonna pass it to Amir.
My positive thought of the day is a quote from Congressman John Lewis, who will be eulogized today at Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, GA, and get in some good trouble. That was his whole motive, was to get into some good trouble. That means disrupt the system, disrupt what's happening, but do it in a good way. Do it in a way that's going to be progressive and it's going to help the next generation. Let's go, Mason.
Thank you. And along with that, what Amir means for those who haven't sent to corporations that you spend money with, make sure that they support Black media. Make sure that they support Black accountants. Make sure that they actually use and put those funds when it comes time to go into Wall Street with Black investment bankers, those who are actually managing funds. Make sure that you're writing letters motivating those companies to recognize that Black media matters, Black businesses of all sorts, architects, PR firms. We don't want this to just be a moment where you give to Black organizations like the NAACP and ignore that we want gifts to everybody, the entire community. We're not on that one philosophy, one organization, one college, all colleges, and the entire community. And we're still waiting for some of the biggest, the richest, to give and showcase that you love this Black community like you say you do. If you enjoy our music, then enjoy supporting our colleges. I'm Munson Steve with First King James, Romeo International, Keisha, and of course, A.R. Shaw, and we be in the city with Kaz in the city. We're rolling out AM. We'll see you tomorrow. Share our show, and of course, like and love yourself. You don't have to be in the streets, but you do have to be in the struggle. We're rolling out AM, the wake-up call. Peace.
Peace.
Read the book.
Learn to learn.
We love you, Romeo.